Sailing is a thrilling experience. Just you, your boat, and the vast ocean. However, beneath the beauty of the open sea lies a world that demands respect, preparation, and safety. For those who venture into the waters, safety is not a luxury but a necessity. Whether you're a seasoned sailor or a beginner, ensuring your boat is equipped with the right safety gear can be the difference between smooth sailing and a perilous situation. In this guide, we'll dive into the essential sailing safety equipment every mariner should have on board, no matter the size of the vessel or the length of the journey. 1. Life jackets. Your first line of defense. A life jacket, or personal flotation device, PFD, is the most fundamental piece of safety equipment on any boat. Regardless of your swimming skills, unexpected weather changes, accidents, or even fatigue can put you at risk of drowning. Life jackets are designed to keep you afloat, even in the roughest conditions. What to look for in a life jacket? 1. Fit and comfort. A life jacket must be snug but not restrictive. 1. Too loose, and it may come off in the water. Too tight, and it could hinder your movement. 2. Type. There are various types of life jackets, from Type 1, which offers the most buoyancy and is ideal for offshore voyages, to Type 3, which is more comfortable but provides less flotation. 3. Visibility. Bright colors and reflective strips are key features that increase visibility in the water, especially in low light conditions or during rescues. Pro tip. Ensure that every passenger on your boat has a life jacket that fits properly and is easily accessible. Regularly inspect the life jackets for wear and tear, and replace any that show signs of damage. 2. Flares and signaling devices. Communicating from the ocean when you're miles away from shore. Communication with the outside world can be a challenge, especially in an emergency. Flares and signaling devices are crucial tools for alerting nearby boats or rescue services of your situation. Types of flares. 1. Red handheld flares. These are used for short-range distress signaling, visible during both day and night. 2. Parachute flares. Ideal for long-range signaling. These flares shoot high into the air and can be seen from a greater distance. 3. Smoke signals. Particularly useful during the day, smoke signals create a bright, noticeable plume that can be seen from far away. Other signaling devices. 1. Air horns or whistles. For short-range communication or in foggy conditions where visibility is limited. 2. Signal mirror. Reflective mirrors can catch the sunlight and send a flash signal to distant rescuers. 3. EPIRB, emergency position indicating radio beacon. This device, once activated, sends out your GPS location to rescue authorities, enabling them to find you quickly. Pro tip. Make sure your flares are within their expiration date, and store them in a dry, easily accessible location. Know how to use them before you need them. 3. Fire extinguishers. Fighting fires at sea. Fire is one of the most dangerous emergencies that can occur on a boat, especially considering that water is usually not a suitable means of extinguishing it. A fire extinguisher is essential for controlling small fires before they become uncontrollable. Choosing the right fire extinguisher. 1. Type. Marine fire extinguishers are classified based on the type of fire they can fight. 1. The most common are Class B, for flammable liquids such as gasoline or oil, and Class C, for electrical fires. 2. Size. A larger extinguisher offers more firefighting power, but it should be easy to handle in an emergency. 3. Accessibility. Place extinguishers in high-risk areas, like the galley or engine room, but ensure they are not obstructed. Pro tip. Regularly inspect the pressure gauge on your fire extinguishers and ensure the safety pin is intact. Have your extinguishers professionally serviced according to the manufacturer's instructions. 4. First aid kit. Being prepared for minor and major injuries. A comprehensive first aid kit is a must-have on any boat. From small cuts to more serious injuries, being able to administer first aid can make a world of difference before professional medical help arrives. Key items to include. 1. Bandages and gauze, for treating wounds and controlling bleeding. 2. Antiseptics and wipes. to clean cuts and prevent infections. 3. Pain relievers. Over-the-counter medications like ibuprofen or aspirin. 4. Tweezers and scissors. Essential tools for removing splinters, debris, or cutting bandages. 5. Emergency blanket. For preventing hypothermia in cold or wet conditions. 6. CPR mask. If someone on board needs resuscitation, a CPR mask can protect both the rescuer and the victim. Pro tip: familiarize yourself with basic first aid procedures, and consider taking a course in CPR and emergency medical response. Keep your first aid kit well stocked and check its contents regularly. 5. Harnesses and tethers. Staying secure on deck in rough seas or during storms, it's easy to lose your balance and fall overboard. Harnesses and tethers are designed to keep you securely attached to the boat, reducing the risk of being swept away by waves or wind. Harnesses and tethers. 1. Harness. Worn around the body, it clips onto the boat's lifelines or secure points. 2. Tether. A short, durable line that connects the harness to a strong point on the boat. 3. Jacklines. These are strong lines or straps running along the deck that you can clip your tether to, allowing you to move around safely. Pro tip: always wear a harness when conditions are rough, especially at night. Make sure the tethers are short enough to prevent you from falling into the water, but long enough to allow you to move about the boat. 6. VHF radio. Your lifeline to communication. A VHF, very high frequency, radio is essential for communicating with other boats, marinas, or rescue services. It provides a much more reliable means of communication than mobile phones, especially when you're far from shore. VHF radio tips. 1. Channel 16. This is the international distress frequency. 1. In an emergency, this is the channel you should use to call for help. 2. Range. Make sure your radio is powerful enough to reach nearby vessels or Coast Guard services. 3. Handheld or fixed. A fixed radio will usually offer more power and range, while a handheld model is useful as a backup or for use in lifeboats. Pro tip: regularly test your VHF radio to ensure it's functioning properly. Know the key channels for emergencies and communication in your sailing area. 7. Anchors. More than just a tool to stay put. While anchors are often associated with keeping the boat stationary, they can also serve as a safety tool in emergencies. If your boat is adrift or experiencing engine failure, deploying an anchor can help prevent drifting into danger. Types of anchors. 1. Fluke anchors. Ideal for sandy or muddy bottoms. 2. Plow anchors. Better for rocky or weedy seafloors. 3. Danforth anchors. Lightweight and versatile for a range of sea conditions. Pro tip: ensure you have enough anchor line, usually about 7 times the depth of the water you're in. Have a backup anchor in case your primary one fails. 8. Survival suits. Protection in cold waters. If you're sailing in colder climates or offshore waters, hypothermia is a serious risk in the event of falling overboard. A survival suit, also known as an immersion suit, is designed to provide thermal protection and buoyancy, keeping you warm while waiting for rescue. Pro tip: make sure your suit is appropriately sized, as a poor fit can reduce its effectiveness. Test your suit in calm conditions so you know how to don it quickly in an emergency. Conclusion: sail safely, sail confidently. Sailing is one of the most exhilarating and freeing experiences you can have, but it comes with inherent risks. By equipping your boat with the proper safety gear, you significantly reduce those risks and increase your chances of handling emergencies effectively. From life jackets to VHF radios, each piece of equipment plays a critical role in keeping you and your crew safe. Before your next voyage, take the time to review your safety equipment, ensure everything is in working order, and brush up on your emergency procedures. After all, the sea may be unpredictable, but with the right preparation, you can always be ready. Sail smart, sail safe, and most importantly, enjoy the journey.